And see this floor, I'm gonna take up this floor. So she's not even gonna have to cut in down at the bottom. She's gonna have baseboard just like this. You know, she's got no cut in. She doesn't have to worry about dropping anything on the floor. Do you see what I'm saying? And had the carpet been in, we would have had to do things differently. I'd have to put masking tape down. Had this flooring stayed, I would have to put masking tape down around there and then have her paint as close as she could, and then I would have to clean up or, you know, touch up afterwards or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But because it's all being pulled up, it's going to be nice and easy. I'm going to pull up, obviously, I'm going to pull this floor up. First I was thinking, as for this floor, let's talk about this floor for a second. This floor is going to come up. It's just planking. It's oak, pre-finished, planking, 3/8, tongue and groove. And they had stapled it on the sides inside the groove with a special staple tool. And they put the black paper down as a vapor barrier. And so I took these first 3 pieces off. That was a piece of it. The other pieces I cut up and threw away. And I was going to throw away all this floor. And I thought, okay, well, there's 2 ways to think about this. If I was going to cut up all this floor and throw it away, I mean, I could do that now, or I could paint and do it afterwards, couldn't I? I don't have to worry about putting anything on the floor. Or I could pull it up now, and I think I'm going to pull it up before I start any painting in here. Before I paint the ceiling, before I paint the walls, before I paint any baseboard, door frames, all that kind of stuff. Because here's what I'm going to do. And you're going to follow this through with me, and I'll tell you what my results are, okay? I'm going to pull this floor up, and it comes up pretty easy. And I'm going to do as careful as I can. Obviously, some pieces are going to break and stuff, but I'm going to try to take most of this up in place, intact. And then I'm going to put it either on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. I've never done Facebook Marketplace. My niece does it all the time. She makes buku bank. She goes to Salvation Army and, you know, places like that, and buys clothes and buys all kinds of one-of-a-kind items, and then she sells it on Facebook. She's got a knack for it. The knack. Okay? That's how she supplements her income. And she can stay at home and watch her kid and all that, you know. And she makes a lot of money that way, let me tell you. And so she uses Facebook Marketplace. I've never tried Facebook Marketplace, and I think I'm going to try it this time. And I'm going to take a picture of this floor before I pull it up. Then I'm going to pull it up as carefully as I can. I'm not going to take any of the staples out. The staples are they're installed at a really big angle, so they're already almost flat. You know what I mean? And so I'm gonna count up how many long ones I do, how many of the shorter ones, an average of the shorter ones, and then I'm gonna put that on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm gonna see if I can sell it and make some money. I don't know how much this would be worth, maybe $95. I might put $95 on there for all of this. And it's going to be worth it to somebody to put it down, I think. It's got the finish on it. It looks fine, but it's been down here for 15 years. Okay? And I got to pull it up anyways, so why not make a few bucks at it? So that's what I'm going to try. And then I'll let you know my results. Okay, there's another tip for you on how to make money on your demo. See, I could have done that with my carpet. I could have done that with the carpet pad. I was so bent on figuring out how to get this into the on-site dumpster, 6 foot by 6 foot long by about 4 or 5 feet wide. And I throw a little bit in at a time. This is the last bit of carpet I have, the last bit of pad. I had to cut the pad came 6 foot lengths, widths, and I cut that in half and rolled it up. And I've been throwing that in the dumpster. I could have rolled all that stuff up 6 foot long and saved it and put it on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. I don't know why I didn't. I thought, nah, I don't want to do that. I don't have any room here. But as it is, the carpet guys from here on up on the second floor is all carpet. They're not going to be here for another 2.5 weeks. And the same guys are going to put the vinyl floor planking down. So I got 2.5 weeks of painting and doing all kinds of stuff in here and making myself at home. And I thought later, hey, I can just put everything out in the garage. You know, I can just leave it in here. I would have been hard pressed to stack all the carpet in here and the carpet pad and the flooring and all that kind of stuff. But I could have made room. I mean, these doors are cured now. I could stack those one on top of another. I could take some craft paper, little bits of carpet. I could have cut some carpet strips, fold it in half, and put it so that the top edge of the doors didn't stick on top of the next door, on top of the next door. If you do that too soon, you just screwed yourself. Okay, I didn't want to mess with that. Anyways, so you know, but the carpet, I could have rolled the carpet up and I could have left it in here, couldn't I have? I could have left it right there, full lengths. Same thing with the carpet pad. And then I could have just slid it out into the middle so I could work along the walls and stuff and then hope that I got it sold within X amount of time. And I just say, okay, I'll put it on Facebook Marketplace for the next week and a half or 2 weeks. If I don't get anything by then, I'm cutting it up and getting rid of it. I could have done something like that just to see how it would have worked. Because this carpet was good. We were going to keep the carpet and just re-stretch it. Okay, there was a couple soiled areas. The most soiled area on the carpet is these carpet stairs. Okay, these have already been cleaned, and you can see how there's wear on each one, you know, as you go up and down here. And so obviously I wouldn't have been able to sell that. But all the carpet on the second floor was good. It just had to be stretched. Okay, so I could have done that. And then I was talking to Momi. We're talking more than just this planking now, aren't we? You never know when I'm going to send my videos. So again, if you might want to watch each one of my videos to full length, because you might catch something that you never would have thought was on my videos. Okay? Now, what else can go on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist? When we get ready to redo this bathroom, the tub spout and the handles, we're not going to be able to get this tub out, I doubt, in one piece. If so, that could go on too, but I kind of doubt. This is fiberglass, and they may cut it in thirds so that they can get it out of here. But these sinks are going to go. The faucets are probably going to go. The cabinets are probably going to go. All that can go on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist. The toilet, probably this little shower door, probably not. You know, maybe the shower handle assembly and the guts inside and the shower head and all that kind of good stuff. But for this, you'd have to have the exact right measurement and stuff. The towel bars that came out, the toilet paper holders, the towel rings, there was a towel ring there. I saved those. And hey, why not recycle that stuff and resell it to somebody who's in need of something, who would like something that looks kind of new, but they don't really want to spend something. You know, I think I'm not sure if those are American Standard or Elgers or what. Faucets are fine. There's nothing wrong with those, but we'll probably get some new ones. And the doorknobs, those are beautiful. But we'll probably get some new ones for there. If we wanted to save the knobs, obviously I'd take the knobs off before selling the rest of this cabinet assembly. But I'm thinking it came in. It's come in, well, I'm not sure. This is probably a separate unit. That's probably a separate unit. That's probably a separate unit. So see, 2 sink cabinets and the sinks and the faucets. Somebody could use that and then just put a new countertop on it, right? The mirrors, I probably won't be able to get that out without breaking it. Maybe this medicine cabinet we might replace that if we can find one the very same size, or if it's just a little bit taller, cut it out and redo that. And so that might be on Facebook Marketplace too. So all kinds of things. Put your thinking cap on, okay? Save some money by demoing all this stuff on your own, and make some money by selling all these different things. As for the plumbing, you can just shut off the waters down at the bottom. Then you can disconnect everything. If you're unsure of that, have a plumber come over. Have him shut your water off in case you have a problem with some of your water valves under here. Maybe they're not shutting off all the way. Well, get a plumber in to fix those types of things so that you can be assured that when you disconnect all this stuff, you're not going to have any gate valve issues of the gate valve's not turning off all the way. I just disconnected the toilet and everything, and now I pulled the last fitting off and there's water running all over the place. What do I do now? Or the sinks or something like that. You know, call a plumber out of Home Advisor. Go to Home Advisor or Angie's List. You know, find someone with good referrals on their website, and you can contact someone and just have them come over for 1 or 2 hours. And that's it. And then you can do the rest of the stuff, you know. Figure out certain things that you feel comfortable in doing. When I get ready, when we get ready to remodel this whole thing, hey, maybe I'll have somebody, I don't know what to do about the mirror. I'm going to have to be careful with that. Use heavy gloves and eyewear and all that in case that breaks all the smithereens. But as for pulling up the flooring, I can do that. Pulling up the tile on the sides here, I can do that. Even if it takes the sheetrock off, no problem. I can get all that. I'm not going to worry about trying to take the tub out on my own, because the water's going to have to come off. Well, this thing here pulls off. This whole front cover pulls off. And maybe I'll have a plumber come and disconnect the plumbing down below and cap it off, let's say. And then maybe I can chop that up with a Sawzall or one of those multi-tools. And I can rip off the countertop. It's got concrete underneath there. I can do that, no problem. I can take the toilet off, no problem. I can disconnect the sinks and pull those out in one piece. I don't even have to disconnect the faucets. I can leave it right on the sink, no problem. I can do that. I can take the glass enclosure down, you know, with a little bit of effort. There's some screws on there, and there's silicone around the edges and all that. I can look and see how to take that off after I get the glass door off. You know, then I can take all the tile off the walls and the flooring and this bottom thing. I can get all the demo ready for whoever's going to come in here. Mommy hasn't decided that yet, but once she does, they'll give a price minus the demo, and I'll do all the demo work. Okay, and then they can come in here and patch the sheetrock if they're going to have to. You know, lots of times you can't take the tile off sheetrock very well and try to save the sheetrock. This sheetrock might get all messed up, so I'll just cut a straight line across here, you know, wherever, for them to patch that, and do the same thing in the shower and all that kind of stuff. Okay, and then they can have at it after that, and our carpet will already be down, and I'll have to get some. They sell a roll of heavy cardboard material at 3 foot wide or so, and I can put that down as runners to protect the new carpet. Ideally, you shouldn't do, you know, at this stage, why not do the bathrooms now and the kitchen now? Well, we want to move in here, right? And so we're going to be moved in, and then a few months down the road, Mommy will pick all this stuff, and then a few months later they'll come in here, and then I'll tear it apart. But I'll probably have to put some plastic up, and then I'll put that cardboard stuff down here and protect the carpet and stuff. And then I'll have to figure out what to do with these stairs. I might have to cut individual things, because we're going to have workers coming up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down on the brand new carpet. You know, we may have to well, no, I was thinking maybe we just leave this old carpet until they get all done and then just put the new carpet up, you know, later. But I don't want to mess with that, because I need to paint these side rails and everything. I'll get that out, and then I'll just have to cut some cardboard strips, boom, 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 and then tape it together or something, and do something there. I'm gonna have to do something, because I don't want workers traipsing back and forth, you know, 50 times a day, up and down, and have them have something on their feet. You know, some glue, some grout, some paint, who knows? Some hot tar for where the shower is. And then this will be all the new vinyl floor planking we'll have down here. And I can put that cardboard, that heavy duty cardboard roll of stuff down here and put masking tape on the sides of it, a runner, so that they can come in and out and go up there. You know, when they're doing the bathrooms, when they do the kitchen, when they remodel the kitchen area, we're gonna have everything else done. All the carpets going to be done, the floor planking is going to be done, and then I'll have to go to the store and get that roll. It's heavy duty cardboard like material, and you can buy it in a roll, and then I can put that down on the floor, put masking tape on it, and that way this will be a runner, so that they won't be traipsing over the brand new flooring and get anything on the brand new flooring and stuff. And then I'll have to put that in here on this brand new flooring, you know, to a certain extent, and protect it. And then maybe go out this way too, because I'm going to have to roll this refrigerator out of the way, and I'll have that cardboard, and I'll just make a little landing area here, and I can just roll that on top of that cardboard stuff. Boom, 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 boom. Slide this out on top of the cardboard, slide it over here. The dishwasher is the same thing. Okay? Think about your different projects, and I'll make a whole video series, episodes and stuff of a condo kitchen remodel, a condo bathroom remodel. Look for those on my channel when you get a chance, because they'll be there when we get ready. Okay, so you might see this whole condo renovation first before this, and if that's not on my channel yet, just keep watching for it. It'll get there. And if you want to make sure you never miss one of my videos, when you subscribe, please subscribe, and when you do that, hit the yellow bell, and you'll make sure never to miss a new video I post to my channel for you to save more money.